You don't have to look far to find the T-Game memes and the insane extents that Mr. Beast goes to support PewDiePie and keep him at number one. I'm probably not going to defend anyone or bash anyone, but I'm just going to explain how leaving hate comments and disliking people and liking people, quite frankly, don't really matter. When people see PewDiePie's video about him getting passed up as the number one subscribed to person on YouTube, which isn't necessarily true. There's multiple like music channels and like Apple, I don't know if Apple has more, but just for example, like big companies like T-Series, but I'll get into that later, that have more than him. But people say he's the number one subscribed to person because he is a single creator instead of a big company like T-Series. So people's immediate reaction when they see PewDiePie's video or Mr. Beast's multiple videos putting billboards up to help support PewDiePie, or even smaller channels that do little acts just to keep him ahead, people's immediate reaction is, I'm not a millionaire, I can't put up a billboard, I'm not about going to go to my school and put up flyers. So they say, you know what, I'm just gonna do my little sliver to help Felix out. I'm gonna go leave a dislike on T-Series' most recent video, or leave a hate comment or something. And I'm just here to tell you that that doesn't matter. YouTube is a company. This shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. If you didn't know that YouTube was a company, you should throw wherever device you're watching this on out of the window, because you're kind of just stupid. But yes, YouTube is a company, and ultimately, what do companies care about? Ding ding ding, money. And how does YouTube get their money? Ads. Obviously, you probably know that YouTube gets their money from ads, but if you don't, how ads basically work is that people apply to put ads, which in turn helps them because people are seeing their company and they're more likely to use it, in turn giving that company money. So they pay YouTube to put their ads on YouTube videos. Basically the same way that commercials work, but just on a more, how do I phrase this, relevant platform in 2019. So YouTube's ultimate goal is to get money, and how they do that, people seeing their ads, because the more that people see their ads, the more they get paid. I probably didn't explain that perfectly, but you probably get the gist of it. Companies want people to see their ads, and YouTube shows people those ads. So now that you understand how ads work, if you didn't already, I'm going to go in on how YouTube doesn't necessarily care about likes, dislikes, comments most of the time. Oh, and something that I forgot to put in is that more than one ad could be put on a video. This is why people try to stretch their videos to 10 minutes so they could put more than one ad, in turn get more money. But back to the topic. YouTube doesn't care about all this other bullcrap that they put in just to make just so you feel like you're kind of making a difference with your likes, your dislikes, when they don't really matter to YouTube. They only matter to you, and most of the time the creator. The only things that YouTube cares about is showing people their ads. And how do they do this? With watch time, views, viewer retention, and interaction. Everything that I just listed is relatively self-explanatory. Views, how many people watch it. Viewer retention, how long people watch it. But the one that I really want to focus on for this video is interaction. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Interaction, that sounds like likes, comments, subscribers, dislikes. That's a little bit contradictory to what you've been saying this whole video about how YouTube doesn't care about those things. Well, let me rephrase that a little bit. YouTube doesn't care about what kind of interaction your video has. This may come as a surprise to some people, but YouTube sees likes and dislikes relatively similarly. They don't really promote a video much more if it has 1,000 likes and 1,000 dislikes. They don't really care what kind of interaction, just as long as you're interacting. Because if you're interacting, that means you like it. And if you like it, you're probably going to watch it longer. In turn, you see more ads. So if people like the video, not necessarily hitting the like button, but if they're watching it for a long time, or they're interacting, if they're hitting the like button or the dislike button, or they're commenting or doing whatever, they know that YouTube knows that you're interacting, and they see, oh, interaction, they hit the like button, they hit the dislike button, they must like it, because if they didn't like it, why would they interact? So noticing this, YouTube sees, oh, Timmy liked this video because he left a dislike, because that must mean, oh, he liked it since he interacted. Johnny must like it too, so I'm going to recommend it to Johnny. And because Timmy liked it, Johnny's probably going to like it, and Johnny's probably going to watch the whole video and see 3 ads, in turn giving me money. Once again, that's probably a little bit confusing to people that don't understand ads, but the gist of what I've been trying to say this whole video is, no matter if you like a T-Series video or dislike a T-Series video, YouTube sees it all the same. They just see it as an ad waiting to be watched. And since it's an ad waiting to be watched, they're of course going to promote it and recommend it to you. And when it's recommended to you, everyone has a chance to potentially subscribing to T-Series. So basically, by leaving a comment saying T-gay or disliking, you are literally opening the door for another person to subscribe to the person or the people or the company that you hate the most, T-Series. I'm going to slightly transition this into my opinions on T-Series versus PewDiePie. So my basic opinions is that I not promote since my promotion really doesn't matter. I support PewDiePie more than T-Series because PewDiePie is a single person. I don't hate Indians, I don't hate India. I just support single creators being at the top of YouTube, because the minute that a company gets to the top, YouTube will start to be more company driven compared to creator driven, and I do not see this as a positive. But this doesn't mean that T-Series should not be able to exist on YouTube. I just think they should be seen as Apple, even though they don't have as much subscribers as PewDiePie. They won't be dethroning PewDiePie since they're a company. They should be seen the same way that Apple is, the same way that Cardi B's Vivo channel is, as a company, not a person. So to wrap up this video, I just want to say, instead of saying T-gay, I mean, you can if you want to, it's kind of funny, the memes, but if you want to actually support Felix, the best way to do it outside of buying a freaking billboard is just to ignore them and do not, and I mean do not, interact.